Question is on dimensional analysis, and basically when you're asked to check a formula, what you're really doing is asking yourself whether it's giving you a length, an area, or volume in this case. Now I'm going to show you how to tackle that question. It's pretty straightforward. Now before we get started, you might want to take the following note. So the first thing you need to understand is that whenever you're measuring a length from 2 points, so if I have the points A and B, I need at least one length to measure it. Yeah, so I need a length to measure that. If I want to work at the area of the shape, I need to multiply two lengths together at least to work out the area. So I need to multiply two lengths together to work out an area. If I have a 3D shape, then I need to have at least three lengths that I need to multiply together to work out the volume. So I need the length here, here, and one there. So I need three lengths to multiply together to work out a volume. So now let's go ahead and see how we can use that to work out which formula is telling us whether we're working out a length, an area, or volume. Now before we get started, you also need to remember that numbers like 2, 3, or any number or a constant like pi, they don't count. They don't count when we do dimensional analysis, okay? So whenever you see a number or a pi or a constant, then you're going to cancel it out. So we start with the first one, and the first one we've got 2 pi h. Now, like I said to you, numbers and constant like pi don't count, so I'm going to cross them out, so I'm left with h. Now, the question says that the letters represent a length, so in this case h represents a letter, so therefore I only have one length, so this one is measuring a length, this formula is measuring a length. Let's take a look at number 2 now. So that was number 1. Number 2. Number 2, I have pi r plus 4h. Again, I'm going to cancel out the pi and the 4 because numbers and constants don't count. So I'm left with r plus h. So I'm adding a length plus another length. If I add a length to another length, I still end up with a length. So for the second one, I still have a length. Now let's take a look at the third one. On the third one, inside the brackets on my fraction, I have r plus h, so I'm adding two lengths, which gives me a length as we've seen before. And then I need to square this. So if I square it, I'm multiplying it by itself, so therefore it gives me an area. So at the top I have an area. At the bottom I have a number, so I need to cancel this out. And I have a length b. So basically I have an area at the top and a length at the bottom. So if I have an area at the top and a length at the bottom, then I end up with a length, because at the top I have a length, so L times L, which is L squared, and at the bottom I have a length, and if I use my index law, then I do 2 take away 1, which gives me 1, so I'm left with L to the power of 1, which means that I'm working out a length. Right, fourth one. On the fourth one, I have b cubed plus rh. B cubed means that I'm multiplying b or length by itself 3 times, so I'm talking about volume. And then I need to add plus, so I need to add rh. Now r is a length, h is a length, so if I multiply two lengths together, that gives me an area. So basically this formula is telling me that I need to add the volume to an area, which doesn't really make sense because I can't add volumes and areas together. So that one is going to go in my junk bin because that formula is not good. Alright, number 5. In this case I have a pi, so I'm going to cancel this out. And inside the bracket I've got two lengths that I'm adding together. So I have a length plus another length, which still gives me a length. And then I multiply this by r squared. R squared is basically a length squared. So a length squared times another length gives me length cubed. So length cubed means that I'm working out a volume, and length squared means that I'm working out an area. And finally, number 6, if I've got b times h times r, so I'm multiplying 3 lengths together. So at the top I have a volume, and at the bottom I have a length plus another length, which is a length. So I have L cubed over L, and if I use my index log, 3 take away 1, which gives me 2, so I'm left with an area. So at the top I have L cubed, because I'm multiplying 2 lengths together. At the bottom I have a length. So if I use my index log, 3 take away power of 1, I'm left with 2. So I can cancel this out, and I'm left with L squared. So therefore, it's an area. Okay, I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, make sure you use the comment box to ask. Bye.